Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 895th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. And what a cracking battle I've got for you today. Today I'm going to take you back in time to 2007. I'm going to go on a time traveling trip. And as you can see, this is fought on a custom map. You've got the big open plains if you want to fight your battles out in the open. Or if you want to bring barbarian troops, you can get the woods bonus as well on this map. But as I say, this is one of our new custom maps. And as I say, I think it always adds a little bit more interest to the games. You can see lots of woods there. As I say, it always adds a little bit more interest to the games with these custom maps. I think it gives us, you know, the ground gives us a little bit more to think about than just flat, featureless maps, like, if you see what I mean. So as I say there, you can see that is a really good custom map. And as I say here, we're going to go back to 2007. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member TR. Now he's got the Armenian faction. He's got 5 archers, 4 heavy spearmen, 3 hillmen, 2 legionnaires and 6 cavalry. Okay, have a look at some of these units here. There's the legionnaires. Okay, they look a little bit like Roman legionnaires, but they're not. They haven't got the same statistics. And they can throw pilers, and they're pretty solid infantry, so they're quite good. And then you've got the hillmen. This is a unit you don't see very often, but these hillmen can be quite effective, and as you can see, they carry spears, so they are anti-cavalry. Okay, so the hillmen can be quite effective infantry there, as you can see there with their effective against cavalry spears there, if you like. And if you notice the upgrades he's put on them, you'll see they are fully upgraded. So the hillmen have got 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on them there. And then he's got his heavy spearmen here. Okay, you can see the length of those spears. Of course, because they're carrying spears, they are anti-cavalry, but they're pretty good at holding infantry as well. So I think that's quite a diverse Armenian army that TR has bought. And oh my gosh, look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Count them up there, 9 upgrades, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. These cavalry are fully upgraded. And if you notice here, these are the cavalry we call the tanks of the ancient world, because they're armored from head to toe. So I think that's a pretty good Armenian army there, and it'll be interesting to see how well it does during the course of the battle. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Fesen, Orcs Surena, and he's got 6 cavalry, 2 archers and 12 infantry. Okay, 6 cavalry, 2 archers, 12 infantry there. And have a quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, and you'll see, oh my gosh, he's got 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on Surena's cavalry. And of course you'll see that the bulk of his army are hiding in the woods at the moment there. It'll be interesting to see how well he handles that during the course of the battle. And our next teammate is Brotherhood member Mars, who's got the Pontus faction. Now he's got 11 pikes, 3 archers, 3 heavy chariots and 2 chariot archers. Okay, quick look at the upgrades on his pikes there. And you'll see he's got 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his pikemen. And just look at the length of those Pontus pikes there that the enemy team are going to have to fight down to kill the man on the other end there. So I think that would be a tried and tested Pontus army of Mars there. And if we look over here once again, let's talk about the chariots. They've got the big attacking specifications, they bring a big fear factor, but as we've seen in several battle videos, if they run amok, they kill both friend and foe alike and become a menace to both friend and foe alike. So I always say to people, before you bring chariots, you need to feel confident and competent before you think about bringing them, because they are a real double-edged sword. They can be battle-winning troops if they're used correctly, but if they run amok, they do kill your allies off. And here you are, you can see they got the chariot archers here. You can see there's 3 men in the chariot archers, the driver and the 2 archers there. And can you see there the difference between the chariots just at a glance? You'll see that chariot archers, that chariot is blue, and the heavy chariots are just ordinary wood there. So there you might not have noticed that difference before. The chariot archers are blue and the heavy chariots are just the wood effect there. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who's bought the Greek cities faction, but we're going to talk about that army a little bit later on. Okay, so there's our team. Should be a good one. And here is the other team. We have Brotherhood member Mantu, who's bought the Scythian faction. Now Mantu's got 6 archers, 4 warhounds and 10 headhunting maidens. Now just to say, when Steve Longshanks and myself introduced the 31k rules to RTW, that was about 17 years ago, and that was when most people played with Rome. So the 31k rules have been very Rome friendly. But of course we know that Scythia and Parthia's infantry, no matter how many upgrades you put on them, are very, very poor. And that's why you don't see Scythia or Parthia come onto the 31k battlefield with the 6 cavalry max that we've got in place. So recently we've introduced new 31k rules, which we will host to, and that is to give Parthia and Scythia 10 cavalry max instead of the old 6 cavalry max, because we know that Scythia and Parthia's strength are their cavalry. So as I say, you can see here that Mantu has bought Scythia, and as I say, he's got 10 cavalry there. We've also restricted foot archers to 6, because we were finding that our battles were becoming you know, basically archer fests really. So we got 6 foot archers max across the board, and 10 cavalry for Parthia and Scythia. There's their chosen archers. They've got long range, good defense, and when they have shot all their arrows, they can become quite effective light infantry. And here are the infamous headhunting maidens. Now, you hear the word maiden, you think innocent, bit reserved, bit quiet, bit of a wallflower. Well, none of those things are anything to do with these girls, because these are the deadly ladies of Rome Total War. Okay, cavalry versus cavalry, I'd say these are the best cavalry in the game, with their effective against armor axis there. Okay, they're not so good against infantry, but cavalry against cavalry, I would say these are the best cavalry in the game, with those effective against armor axes. Another say Scythia and Parthia's strength are their cavalry, so by giving them 10 cavalry max instead of the old 6 cav max, it brings them onto the 31k battlefield. You'll see that Mantu has bought some warhounds here. They've got quite a good attack, and also I see in the specs that they've actually got a small fear factor as well when you bring them. So it'll be interesting to see how Mantu handles this Scythian army here with the 10 cav max. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Fesen. Now Fesen's got 10 infantry, 5 archers and 5 cavalry, and he's got some interesting upgrades in his infantry here. You'll see that some of his infantry have got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Very, very rare to see that on the 31k battlefield. So those 7 units at the back of his battle formation have all got 8 upgrades on. As I say, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Very unusual to see that. His forward pilot shield units, if I remember correctly, are just gold shield, gold attack on his forward pilot shield units there. So that's quite interesting infantry there. And of course, because he spent most of his money on his infantry, his cavalry have just got 6 upgrades on, gold shield, gold attack there. So that's an interesting Fesen army there. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member Tabor, one of our new members. Now he's got 5 archers, 9 infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, 5 archers, 9 infantry and 6 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Oh my gosh, 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry there. So that's pretty good army there. And he's got a cavalry general as well. Just to let you know that the enemy team have 27 cavalry units. We only have 15. Their last teammate is someone who called himself OTD Chimrazig, but is in fact Scorpion King SR. He's got 6 archers, 8 infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, 6 archers, 8 infantry and 6 cavalry. Just look at that battle formation there. If you notice, no pilot shield units in front of his battle formation there. That's unusual for him. And if you notice here, you'll see that he's got a morale boosting eagle unit, as well as his infantry general there. So he's got a lot of morale going on in his infantry there. It's always best to get a morale boosting unit in your infantry if you can. there, and if you look at the upgrades there, you'll see that Eagle unit has got 7 upgrades on, an experienced stripe, gold shield, gold attack there. So that's his infantry formation there. I'm guessing his cavalry probably, yeah, just 7 upgrades and experienced stripe, gold shield, gold attack. As I say, the enemy team have got 27 cavalry units. We have only got 15. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I'm going to show you a modern battle formation and a very old battle formation. Right here you can see how Mars has done his battle formation here with his pike faction of Pontus. Can you see it's very spread out, very wide. He's actually used the whole of his deployment area there to spread his army out. And this, as I say, this is the modern way that you'll see a lot of players use both pike and spear factions. It's very effective and very efficient. And I would say new players to Rome Total War, if you want to bring pike or spears, this is a type of formation that you need to look at. As I say, it's very efficient and a very, very effective type of battle formation. And then I'm going to take you back to 2007. I'm going to take you back all those years, like kind of a time warp to 2007, where I'm going to show you a battle formation from 2007. And there you go. This is my Spartan formation that I was using back in 2007. It might have been earlier than that, but say about 2007. You can see it's very simple, very uncomplicated battle formation. And you'll notice here, you'll see I've got 1 unit in open order in front of the main battle formation there as a pilot shield unit. You'll notice here that I've widened some of my Spartan units there. If you notice there, you'll see there that I've widened them. I think if I remember correctly, I've got 5-man depth. There you are. Can you see? I've got 5-man depth in those those 8 units there in the front. But if you notice the 2 units at the rear, they're thicker there. If you notice there, they've got, I think it's 8-man depth there. Okay, and those 2 units at the back are what I would use in an absolute emergency for if there's a problem, if the battle line looks like it's going to break somewhere. So that is a very old battle formation. As I say, what I was using back in 2007. Now looking at this very simple, very uncomplicated battle formation, can it still do well in 2024? What do you think? As you can see, there's no frills, nothing's fantastic about it. It's just a very basic battle formation from about 2007. So it'll be interesting to see how well it does on the battlefield of 2024. How do you think it's going to go? Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle, you'll see that Scorpion King SR is being his usual aggressive self and running his troops forward. Of course, he would like to get his archers in range of Mars' 121-man pike units there. As we know, those 121-man pike units are extremely susceptible to any kind of missile damage. So that's why Scorpion King would like to get his 6 archers in range there. If you notice here, I've moved my Spartans forward there to face Scorpion King, as my Spartans with their 2 hit points will suffer absolute minimal damage head on from archers there. As we move across the battlefield over to our right flank, you'll see that Mantu there has got his Scythian army. He's got his 6 archers there, and he will be trying to target our allies on that right flank there. And of course, he's got his fast moving headhunting maidens there that he'll be moving around, I'm sure, very tactically during the course of the battle there. So our teammates over on that right flank better watch out for those headhunting maidens, because as I say, used correctly, and with 10 of them now, as I say, we've introduced the new rules, they could be very effective. Okay, so as I say, as we move back over to the left flank here, you'll see that I've got my Spartan army there facing Scorpion King's red Julia army there, and you'll see that Mars is bringing a couple of his pike units over here to the flank of my battle formation. Now, if I remember correctly, in this battle, Mars was very, very aggressive with Pontus. Now, you don't see that very often with Pontus pikes being aggressive there, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when Mars decides to attack. You'll see here that Tabor is moving his infantry over towards my Spartan army as well. here. So we've got enemy SBQR and enemy Julii troops there coming over to our flank. You'll see over on our right flank, both TR and Orcs Surena are moving their armies over towards myself and Mars on the left flank there. Okay, this was a tactical team decision that everybody was going to move left. Okay, so that's why we've done that. You'll see at the moment there's a bit of an archer battle going on here. You'll see that Mars here has got his Pontus archers. I remember those Pontus archers are pretty poor, small defense, only medium range, no matter what upgrades you put on them. This is a nice cavalry hit here by Scorpion King going into those archers, look, and bang, as he charges in there. If you notice there, you'll see that Mars has moved his Pontus pikemen forward there. And as I say, if I remember correctly, Mars was extremely aggressive with his Pontus pikes here. You can see he's got 2 units here that he brought over to guard the flank of my Spartans. He's got them engaged, and you can see that both myself and Mars are running our spear and pike armies forward there to crunch into the flank of Scorpion King's Julii infantry. Now Scorpion King's doing the right thing here in backing his infantry off. He obviously doesn't want to face 2 armies there. Now here, look at how aggressive Mars is with his Pontus pikemen, but I am aware that the enemy SBQR army of Tabor is looking to come in on his right flank there. Okay, so as I say, here you'll see that Mars is being very, very aggressive, running towards Scorpion King's Roman army with his Pontus army there. But as I say, I noticed there that the enemy SBQR army looking to get on to Mars's flank there. Can you see that? So I'm now going to take my Spartans over to try and counter the enemy SBQR infantry there. Okay. So that's what's going on there. As I say, you can see both Orcs Surena and TR here on our right flank, just watching to see what Mantu is going to do there, and of course they would be up against Fesen's army as well. So you can see they've kind of integrated their army there on the right flank. But as I say, you can see Mars being incredibly aggressive with his Pontus pikes there. See how he's moved forward onto Scorpion King's Julii infantry there. Make no mistake, there'll be a lot of pile of damage that his units will be taking there. But if you just look at that pile of red Julii dead infantry there that those Pontus pikes have just killed. So that just goes to show, you know, if you're aggressive with pikes, what you can actually do to Roman armies. And as I say, here you can see I'm charging my Spartans into the enemy SBQR infantry, trying to make them pull back at least and leave Pontus's flank alone. Over here you'll see that Mars has got his 2 chariot archers there in Canterbury and circle, shooting arrows into the flank of the enemy archers there. They will be very effective. And there you are, you've got his 3 heavy chariots there ready to be deployed when Mars thinks it's time to bring them in. But as I say, here you can see Mars, as I say, incredibly aggressive with Pontus here against the Roman army of Scorpion King. And as I say, you can see my Spartans there trying to chase off the enemy SBQR infantry there as well. Now, unfortunately, here on our left flank, okay, you can see we've got those heavy chariots, but we've got no other cavalry support here. Okay, you can see the chariots are at the back there, but they're a long way away. Now, what I'm thinking here is that the rear of Mars's Pontus pikes are very exposed to a hammer and anvil attack. Can you see the red Julii infantry of Scorpion Kings would be the anvil, his cavalry the hammer. As I say here, I'm moving my Spartans towards the enemy SBQR infantry, trying to chase them away. Remember, the enemy have got 27 cavalry units, we've got 15. And here comes that cavalry into the rear, and bang! As they smash into the rear of Mars is pikeman there. Oh my gosh, just look at that impact. So that was a real hammer and anvil attack there. Now if you notice here, you can see Mars throwing a couple more of his pike units in there to try and support his infantry. I think I'm going to have to try and bring my infantry across there. You can see the chariots have now been deployed and charging into the enemy cavalry. Look, and bang, as they charge in there. Right, can you see I'm bringing my Spartan army over here now to support Mars. Pause the game for a second here. So you can see the chariots there charging into the rear of Scorpion King's cavalry there. Mars trying to help his infantry out as much as he can, but as I say, you can see I'm bringing my Spartans over here to try and support Mars's infantry against the enemy Julii there. So that's what I'm trying to do there, try and bring them over there. But as I say, a lot of the Pontus units are starting to rout already. Make no mistake, the archer fire going into them will be considerable. Now you can see Mars has got one of his chariots here trying to chop down the enemy archers. You can see he's already killed loads of those enemy archers there with his chariots. So well done to him there with that, because those archers would have been causing his Pontus pikemen a lot of casualties there. But here, as I say, you can see a lot of Pontus units routing. As I say, I've brought my Spartans over here to try and support Mars there. But as I say, things are not looking very good there, maybe for a lot of the Pontus units there that have actually broken there. Okay, you can see now that I'm going to be very aggressive with my Spartans. Remember, I've put my team at a cavalry disadvantage by bringing Greek cities, so I've got to try and make up for that by being aggressive. Can you see how I'm now attacking the enemy Julii troops of Scorpion King SR? Now you'll notice here, can you see I've left 2 or 3 units in this position here that I'm not using. Looking at the battlefield, can you see why I'm doing that? Can you see why I'm leaving those 2 units there? I'm attacking with the bulk of my troops, okay, but I'm leaving those 2 units there. Can you think why I've done that? Right, okay, so while my troops are attacking there, Tabor would like to get his SPQR troops in behind my attacking troops to attack the rear of my engaged troops. So by leaving these units here, that's stopping him from getting in behind my attacking Spartans there. Can you see why I've left those 3 units there? Just to stop Tabor from doing that. Okay, but meanwhile over here, you can see the chariots of Mars doing quite well at cutting down those Julii archer units there. You can see him cutting them down there, so that's good news for us, and especially good news for Mars there, because as I say, those 121 man units of his very susceptible to missile damage there. Right, as I say, you can see my Spartans really pushing into the enemy Julii troops there. And as I say, I'm guarding the rear of my engaged troops there against those enemy SPQR troops. Make no mistake, there's a lot of pilers going into my units there. But as I say, I've got that piler shield unit in front of my main battle line there that hopefully will be taking a lot of those pilers. Okay, just to pause again for a second here. So this is a great bit of teamwork here by TR. Can you see TR has brought his heavy cataphracts over from the other flank here? He's brought them over here deliberately to help us on this flank. So that's a great bit of support there by TR. So well done to him. He's attacking the enemy archers there, as you can see, and enemy infantry as well. Remember, when he alt attacks, he gets those effective against armor maces. But here, as I say, you can see my Spartans really making inroads into those Julii troops there. I'd like to take out the Julii general if I can. You can see a couple of Pontus pikes there backing me up. But we've got both the SPQR army and the Julii army here. Now, over here on our right flank, you'll see that Orcs Surena is fighting Fesen there. Very aggressive. There's been a lot of piler exchanging going on here between the 2 armies. But as I say, the enemy have got 27 cavalry against our 15. Now look at this double bank of cavalry here, ready to smash in to Surena's Scipii army there. Okay, now you need to watch this very carefully, because this could be a decisive part of the battlefield here. Okay, now here is another nice bit of teamwork by TR. Can you see he's put like a spear wall there to try and stop the cavalry of Mantu coming in on our flank there and attacking the rear of our troops. So that's a nice spear wall there set up by TR. Plus we've got our cavalry there. There's some more infantry in behind as well. So we've got a bit of support there on our right flank, and kind of the right flank and the right centre have merged there a bit, if you notice. And as I say, over here, great teamwork by TR bringing his cavalry across. As I say, I'm tapping on my Spartans there. They're attacking the Julii troops. I'd like to take out that Julii general there if I could. You can see my Spartans moving forward. I'm tapping on each unit. Attack, attack, attack there. There's SPQR infantry joining in, fighting my Spartans at the same time here. But as I say, I'm a little bit worried here on our right flank and right centre there. So we know Fesen can be very, very aggressive there. As I say, lots of pilots going in here. And as I say, with all that enemy cavalry locked and loaded, ready to charge in, that could be, as I say, this could be a pivotal part of the battlefield here. Let's just pause the game for a second here. Okay, so you'll see here at the rear that Mantu is trying to get some of his cavalry in behind us. He'll need to avoid Mars' amok chariots there, because of course if those amok chariots get anywhere near his light cavalry, they would really chop them up there. So, but he will be looking to get his cavalry in behind us there. Remember, those maidens are fast moving. Okay, so this is good news for us. We've managed to rout, I think, all of Scorpion King's infantry there. So all of Scorpion King's Julio infantry has now been routed there in a combination of TR's cavalry and my Spartans in big hammer and anvil attack there. So well done to TR. I say great teamwork. I'm now going to turn my attention to those SPQR infantry units there that I will be attacking with my Spartans. Okay, now over here you'll see that there's a unit of TR's cataphracts there fighting a couple of SPQR cavalry units there. Okay, but I know there is danger in behind our team here. And as I say, this could be a pivotal moment on this side of the battlefield as well, as you will see in just a minute. Okay, so here you can see that that unit of TR's has just been taken out. So now you can see TR charging his cavalry into those enemy SPQR cavalry. And now remember, those cataphracts have got effective against armor maces if they're auto attack. Oh my gosh, here comes Fesen charging in, look, and bang, as he smashes into Surena's fighting infantry. Now you'll see Surena here is now counter-attacking with his cavalry, and bang, as he smashes in there. Oh my gosh, just look at this. As I say, this could be a pivotal or decisive part of the battlefield just here. Okay, so we need to watch out for that. You can see the archers there of, you got the headhunting maidens there ready to charge in on the flank. Okay, the headhunting maidens, plus you've got those Scythian chosen archers out there shooting in as well. As I say, this could be a decisive part of the battlefield here. Now over here, you can see that Mantu very tactically here has brought his headhunting maidens around behind us. Okay, very tactical, very skillful here. And it looks to me like he's going to smash into the back of TR's engaged cavalry. If he does that, as I say, that could be another decisive part of the battle there. Okay, as I say, the chosen archers there, very good range. They do a lot of damage there, and they'll be shooting into us all the time there from that flank there of Mantus. But as I say, there's two possible decisive parts of the battlefield here to look at. Okay, you can see here that TR's guys there are fighting their alt-attack where they're effective against armor maces, and the SPQR cavalry have been alt-attacked as well, so they're using their swords there. But oh my gosh, right, here comes the headhunting maidens. Right here you can see they're coming in behind TR's cavalry there. Get ready for this, and bang, as they charge in there. As I said, cavalry versus cavalry. I think the headhunting maidens are the best cavalry in the game. Right, pause the game for a minute there. So you can see the headhunting maidens charging into the cataphracts of TR. Now remember, the headhunting maidens have got effective against armor axes, so the more armor troops are wearing, the more effective those axes are. Okay, but meanwhile over on our right flank here, oh my gosh, you can see the headhunting maidens charging in to Surena's infantry. Our right flank looks to me like it is going to be broken. Oh my gosh. As I say, this could be a decisive part of the battlefield here on our right flank. Okay, you can see there's a heck of a lot going on there. Right, there goes the maidens charging in there. Oh my gosh. And you can see Surena charging his Scipii cavalry in. You can see Fesen charging his cavalry in, and bang as they charge in there. Oh my gosh, you can see me running my Spartans over to this flank to try and help my ally. Pause the game for a second here. So unfortunately Surena's general's been taken out, so we've lost the general morale bonus there, and it looks to me like Surena's army is on the verge of chain routing. Okay, it looks like a mass route's going to happen here. I'm running my Spartans over as fast as I can, from the other flank to try and help Surena here, but maybe I'm going to be too late. And as I say, this could be a decisive part of the battlefield here, our right flank, right center area. Meanwhile, as I say, over on our left flank, oh my gosh, all of TR's cataphracts have now been taken out. As I say, those effective against armor headhunting maidens there and the SBQR cavalry and infantry that were involved there have now taken out all of the elite fully upgraded units of TR. He's just got his general unit left. Oh my gosh, so we've lost all our Armenian cavalry with their 8. I think, no, they were fully upgraded, weren't they? There you are, you can see they've all been routed now. And as I say, the enemy did have 27 cavalry units against our 15. And you can see that has really made a difference now. So our left flank has now been broken, and it looks like our right flank and right centre may well be broken here as well. Here you can see Mantu moving that fast-moving cavalry unit around, taking out archers there and chasing down routing units as well. And don't forget, he's still got all his archers over here. He can still shoot, and he's got these dog units to deploy as well. So there you go. You can see things not looking very good for our team. We've lost our left flank after a tough fight, and it looks like we could lose our right flank and right centre here. You can see my Spartans are just arriving now, but oh my gosh, I think I've got there too late. There you are. You can see all of Surena's cavalry and infantry have now just mass routed. Oh my gosh. So my Spartans now, I'm attacking those enemy SBQR troops there. But you can see now that the victorious enemy troops are kind of all round us here. And as I say, I think, if I'm not mistaken there, Mars may be having 2 or 3 units left. That's all he may well have. And as I say, all our cataphracts, all our Armenian cataphracts are now dead. You can see my Spartans here moving into the enemy SBQR troops there.
Now we will see if his men can hold in the face of this calamity.
Oh my gosh. So now what I think we need to do now is try and rally all our troops, mass all our troops together here, because we've got no cavalry left at all. Their cavalry advantage here is really going to tell, I think. And the last thing we want to do is to be moving around separately. Oh my gosh, here comes the warhounds. Here comes the dog attack onto my Spartans. There you go, there they come. Look. Bang, as they charge in there. Oh my gosh, just look at all those war dogs attacking my Spartans there. Oh my god, how often do you see war dogs on a 31k battlefield? I would suggest very, very rarely. And there you are, you can see them really attacking my Spartans there. But it looks like my Spartans have managed to finish them off. But of course I'm having arrows shot into me as well. As I say, I think I don't like to do this, okay, but I think we're going to have to box up. And what I mean by that is we're going to have to form up a defensive box formation here. I really don't like doing that, because the moment you do that, you hand the initiative, the complete initiative, to the enemy. But sometimes in battle, all you can do is just box up, because you can see they've got some infantry left there. They've got their archers that they'll be shooting into us from different angles. And as I say, they've got a big cavalry advantage on us as well. And the last thing we want to do is try chasing fast-moving cavalry around the battlefield with our infantry. Our infantry would get tired, they'd be shot to pieces by archers, and individual units would be picked off by cavalry here. And as I say, you can see there, Mantu shooting his arrows into us. So unfortunately, all that we can do is box up here. We're going to have to form up a defensive box there. And as I say, you can see the enemy as now will have the complete initiative, and all we can do is kind of react to their movement. That is the problem with boxing up. But as you can see, the situation here demands that. But I'm still got in my mind that I'm going to be aggressive with my Spartans. So I'm not going to set up like an absolute permanent defense box, if you see what I mean. I'm still going to have an eye on attacking if I can, right? You can see those headhunting maidens now attacking TR's archers. There you can see infantry moving in as well. There's a unit of TRs there. He might want to move in towards our troops. Those hillmen there, fully upgraded hillmen, he might want to move them into where we're boxing up, because that unit's a little bit exposed. There you are, you can see he's moving it in now. So as I say, at this stage of the battle, we are going to be a bit defensive. But make no mistake, I've still got an eye on attacking with my Spartans, okay? Just to give you a heads up on that. If I get a chance, there's something that I'm looking at the moment that I may well look to attack. Right, there you are. There's a general position all around our defensive position there, if you like. You can see the enemy there, infantry and cavalry. Okay, over here you'll see that Mars has still got a chariot archer. He's still got his general alive at this stage. Look, there's his general, and he's attacking enemy archers. So well done to Mars there with his Pontus general, fast-moving general unit there, and that chariot archer unit there as well. But as I say, you can see there's archers. Now what they'll do, they'll move their archers round to more advantageous positions where they can shoot arrows into our back and into our flank and things like that. This is another problem when you box up, is that, as I say, you just hand all the initiative, all the good movement to the enemy troops there. Here you can see Fesen's infantry there. I think he's got cavalry as well. Yes, they're battle damage, but he's got infantry and cavalry. So there you are. As I say, he's got he's got his general. I believe his general's alive still, so that general morale bonus is still there. He can give to not just his troops but his allies' troops as well. And there's his cavalry. As I say, they are battle damage there, but he's still got troops there that could make a difference. You see, you got the archers there of Mantu. He's got his headhunting maidens there at different angles. He'll be looking to charge in at different angles when they hit us. And there you've got the infantry there, the SPQR infantry there as well. Okay, so as I say, I think their TR hasn't got a lot of units left there. And as I say, I don't really like boxing up, but sometimes in battle, that's all you can do. And you can see here the general situation. If you look around here, this is the only thing that we can do here. But if you notice here, I'm not setting up like a really like permanent box here. Can you see I'm still keeping my battle formation there, because I've got an idea what I want to do with my battle formation, and that is attack if I get a chance. Okay, just give you a heads up on that. I'd like to attack Tabor's infantry there, but I know that he will run away if I hit him. But if he puts all his units into Testudo, veterans watching this, you know, if you're attacked when you're in Testudo, it takes extra time to come out of Testudo to be able to move. So if he puts all his units into Testudo, I'm going to look to do a lightning attack on those infantry units with my Spartans, okay? Just to give you a heads up on that. So watch out if he puts the rest of his infantry in Testudo, because I will be looking to attack them with my Spartans. Okay, as I say, you notice here I'm not setting up a real defensive box at the moment, because I want to keep my battle formation as it is, because that's a good attacking battle formation here. You can see TR covering the rear of my my Spartans there. Once again, good teamwork there by TR, and as you can see, there's one unit of Mars's pikes in that box up formation there. So you can see arrows coming in on us there. As I say, they will be trying to move their archers round to more advantageous positions where they can shoot us in the back, shoot us in the flank, the weakest part of any unit there. You can see arrows coming in on us now. Okay, but as I say, I don't know if my allies were thinking, why aren't I, you know, spreading my Spartans out in a real defense box? But that's because, as I say, I'm looking to hit those SPQR infantry of Tabor's if I get a chance. As I say, you can see the enemy team moving their cavalry infantry around here, looking to hit us from different directions. That's what they'll be thinking of, and that's what I'm hoping they're thinking there, because I'm hoping they're thinking we're just going to sit here and not do anything and wait for them to attack. That's what my thinking is here. Right, okay, so this is what I was hoping was going to happen here. you'll see that Tabor here has put all his units into Testudo. Now, like I said earlier, if these units are attacked, if he wants to back off, he's got to come out of Testudo to run, okay, run away from my Spartans, which takes time. So what I'm going to gamble here is that I can hit him with my Spartans before he comes out of Testudo and runs away. Can you see what I mean? That's what I'm looking to do here to this infantry. And that's so just watch out for that, because that's what I'm going to look to do. And I know that TR will cover my rear from cavalry attacks, because he's a really good team player there. But just watch my infantry. I just want them all to think, I want the enemy team to think we're not going to do anything attacking wise, we're just going to sit there. Right, can you see my infantry is now moving towards those Testudo units? Now, is Tabor going to get his units out of Testudo before my Spartans hit, or not? There, he's coming out of Testudo, but see how long it took him to come out of Testudo, and bang, as my Spartans hit. Oh my gosh, look at that, routed units, those SBQR units on impact there. Did you see that? Routed them on impact there as I hit them with my Spartans. So that was a good tactical move. But now I need to get back to help my allies, because all that cavalry is coming in there, look, and bang! And they smash into poor old TR's units there. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second here. So now at this stage, Fesen decides to admit defeat. Now he's got 3 infantry units, including his general, plus he's got cavalry units there. But he's just decided to admit defeat there. And I don't think a couple of his teammates were very happy with that, because maybe those units might have made a difference. I don't know what all of you think there, but this is going to be a very, very close battle there. Right, here comes those headhunting maidens charging in there. Poor old TR's units, a lot of his units are routing there. I see he's got his Hillman unit there. You'll see I'm moving my Spartans in to try and help him. Remember, those headhunting maidens have got a big 8 charge bonus. Okay, and here comes the Praetorian cavalry of the SBQR. Bang! As it charges in there. Oh my gosh, nearly all of TR's units. Oh my gosh. Right, so that is all of TR's units there now have been taken out. Okay, so all of TR's units have just been taken out. That's bad news for us. Mars has still got 1 pike units left. I've still got my battle damaged Spartans left there, but oh my gosh, things not looking very good there. You can see here that Mars has still got a chariot archer unit left, but you've got a rallied SBQR infantry that will come into us. And as I say, don't forget those headhunting maidens have a big 8 charge bonus. Remember, the charge bonus is the impact and penetration a unit has. And those headhunting maidens have 8. Remember, ordinary Praetorian cavalry have just got 6 charge bonus. And you know the damage they can do. Well, the headhunting maidens have got 8 charge bonus there. So what I need to do now is be prepared for an attack. Make no mistake here, Mantu will be looking for any angle that he can find to charge his cavalry, and it will smash into the flank or the rear of any of my troops there. So now I've got to really look to box up. There's nothing really I want to attack. There's nothing close now that I want to take the chance of attacking with my infantry now. So I'm going to look to box up. Right, here's a couple of Armenian units of TRs that have rallied. Now, whether he'll want to try and get them over to us, over there, or whether he'll just want to keep them out of the way, because if he gets them noticed, they could well get hit by cavalry and get taken out. Here's some more dogs, look. Some more dog attacks coming in here. These warhounds attacking my Spartans there. Plus, I've got arrows coming in on me as well. Just look at those war dogs, those hounds coming in on us there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so as I said here, you can see now that all we can do is react to the enemy now. You know, that's all we can do in this defensive position. We've handed once again the initiative to the enemy. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second here. So there you are. You can see it's a very haphazard defensive box there that I've just put together, because I know the enemy will want to hit us fast as they can. So I'm not going to have time to set up a real good defensive box here. So we'll just have to set up as we are. If you notice, I've got Spartans at different angles here. Can you see how they're at different angles, which I'm hopefully going to make it a little bit more difficult for the enemy to see where to attack. My general's still alive there, as you just saw, so that's good news, giving a general morale bonus. But you can see the enemy troops moving around us here, looking for weak spots. Okay, make no mistake, they're looking for weak spots here. You got this cavalry ready to charge in here. And as I say, the headhunting maidens, watch out for them, because once they hit, they'll hit really hard, and they could cause a chain rout. But remember that the vast majority of my Spartans have got experience stripes on them, okay? A lot of them have got, and most of them have got an experience stripe on them, which will keep them fighting longer than just gold shield, gold attack. There was a couple of TR's units there. As I say, he may well want to join us there, but he might not want to, because he doesn't want to draw attention to those units, because they'll probably get hit by enemy cavalry there. But you can see, I think the enemy have got their finger on the trigger here, and they're just ready to pull that trigger, and they're going to come in on my Spartans there and that one unit of martyrs. Right, here comes the archers. They've been alt-attacked. Oh my gosh, one of my Greek city units is routed straight away. Right, here comes the headhunting maidens with their 8 charge bonus. Get ready for this, and bang, as I smash in from all different angles. Just look. Oh my gosh, I think my general's going to get taken out. Looking at those headhunting maidens, they're going to hit there, and here comes the heavy cavalry. Bang, as they charge in as well. Oh, my general's just been taken out. Just look at that massive attack the enemy are putting in. But remember, my Spartans, this is an old school, old-fashioned army. They've got an experience stripe on them. And you notice there how they're holding against that massive cavalry and infantry attack there. Oh my gosh. And it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle there. So it looks like, as I say, we've managed to go on to win the battle there. As you can see, it's quite a spread out battlefield here. If we look over here, we just look across the battlefield here, you can see the how intense the fighting was here. Oh my gosh, very, very intense. And I say, if you just glance across the battlefield there, you can see here. And I say, I always think that the red cloaks of dead Spartans really show up on the battlefield, as we've seen in several other battles there. You can see there, see how the red cloaks really stand out on that grass background there. So that's it. You can see that quite clearly there. I say, it's very, very intense, close battle here. And as I say, our team managed to win the battle. So, okay, so the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. I thought everybody played well there. And I'd just like to show you something there. If you look at the kill count, as I say, it's a close victory. If you look at the kill count, this is something very, very unusual. You'll see that Mantu, with his Scythian army, got the highest kills in the game. Okay, and you'll see that Fesen got the second highest kills in the game. So this is very unusual for the losing team to have the first and second highest kills in the game. So they were, and that's what Scythia can do with the change of rules that we have brought in. I mean, you know, how rare was it to see Scythia on a 31k battlefield before we changed the rules? So now we give them a 10 cavalry maximum there. Look at what they've done. And he's got the highest kills by far as well, if you notice, Mantu has with his Scythian army. So, as I say, the rules change that we brought in for both Parthia and Scythia really does help those two factions on the 31k battlefield. And as I say, for the first and second highest kills to be in a losing team is very, very unusual there. So that's another reason I wanted to show you this battle. And as I say, my kills not too bad there. But as I say, I thought this was a great battle, and you don't see boxing up very often these days. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Please leave us a comment. Look forward to seeing you soon, and bye for now.